February, let's go.
All right. Boom. We are live, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Let's Go podcast. Just crew, we're hanging out tonight. We're talking about all of the fun stuff that came out this week from the Disney investors meeting, whatever that thing was called. You never want to go to the Disney investors meeting. That sounds great. Can't wait to go to that. There's going to be a continental breakfast. There'll be bagels and some melon out in the lobby. But yeah, we're going to find out about some really awesome, fun news. So we're going to talk about all the Star Wars stuff that got revealed and all the new Marvel Studio stuff that's going on. But first, welcome to Let's Go Podcast. My name is Justin. We're excited to be here today. And you can come on over and check us out over on all the social media at Let's Go Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, or visit our website at www.letsgopodcast.com, where you can listen to all of our podcasts, read all of our articles, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. So thank you guys for being here and tuning in. Maybe if you're watching this live, or if you're watching it later on YouTube, holla back at your pals. So anyways, we're joined here by a whole bunch of fun people. We're just going to, you see their names. That's all their Twitter handles, unless your name is Big Daddy E, then find her on Twitter. Hey, there we go. Finale. So we got, let me just run it down real quick. We got the man from the north. We got Mr. Emmett Davis. How you doing, buddy? Yo, we got our American ass. We got Chris Evans.
I'm doing great.
What's up? Yeah. We got the two Nicks from the Vigilante podcast. How you guys doing?
Beautiful.
We got the always fun, always ready to give some of that sass, Cindy the intern. And then my good buddy Eric from Straight Outta Gotham, ready to bring the hottest of takes. The hottest of takes. So anyways.
Yeah, usually that would be me. So
yeah. So anywho, we already got Conrad Newman in the, I don't know what he's doing. He said QBS. I don't even know what that means.
It's my nickname. It's Queen Booty Sass.
Love that.
All right. Well, there we go. Queen Booty Sass. All right. So anyway, jump in right now. We're going to talk a little bit about
put up to things I didn't think I'd ever hear. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So all right, let's jump in. Star Wars, y'all. A lot of Star Wars stuff was dropped. We're just gonna go right in. What was your most exciting announcement? What was the thing that got you super hyped? And I want to bring in my guy Eric first, because I know this guy, he bleeds Star Wars. He's got George Lucas. He's got George Lucas underwear. He's ready to go. So Eric, what you got, buddy? What you got?
I might, not to give too much information, but I actually might have adult underoos of Star Wars. I'll just leave it at that. But I might have some of those. Anyway, yeah, the biggest take I had, or the biggest thing that I got out of the Star Wars announcements, was the Rogue Squadron film that Patty Jenkins will be directing. We had heard a lot of different things about many different projects they might have had in the pipeline for films. And the fact that this was the one that we heard and we got, and it's her directing, and I'm just like super psyched for it. So that was my... that was the one thing I was like, oh wow, like, and it really got me. Of course, it's at the end, right? So you waited through everything else to get to that, but all the other news was pretty fantastic as well. But yeah, the Rogue Squadron for me.
What'd you think about that that little teaser thing they did though? That was pretty rad. Like, I wish I didn't know she was directing it before I saw it, because you just see her like rollerblading, which that was kind of funny. She's like, I'm just rollerblading here on an airstrip.
Yeah, no, that was the other thing. Like I saw the announcement, and then I saw that then I saw that little teaser, and beginning I'm like, what the heck is this all about? I had no idea. And then you see it to the end, and then she puts on the helmet, and you see the X-Wing in the background, and she's walking toward, I mean, that was just amazing. So as we know, Disney is the master of marketing. I would say they're the masters of it. They do it very, very well. And this was another very well done piece by them.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Let's go to I'm gonna get over to my buddy Zednik, dude. What you got, dude? Tell me your thoughts.
Holy Snokes! What's up, everybody? Oh man, I know how to use that one. Hey, I have a question to ask you guys real quick. Do you guys know what Anakin's favorite meal was as a kid?
What?
Chicken nuggets and Darth tater tots.
Oh man, there you go.
We need the drum sound.
I know, and his favorite Nickelodeon show was actually "Are You Afraid of the Darth?"
5.5 out of 10.
Wow.
I don't know. You didn't stick that one so well.
You know what, Justin? What are you gonna mute my mic here like last time? No.
Yeah.
That one was a don't go for sure.
What you got? Man. What you got, Zednik?
Disney
Zednik was reviewing
slapping
Mandalorian
them
for us, by the
dollar
way.
bills all over the place. That's what Disney's doing right now, man. Man, Eric, you just had to steal my take, man, didn't you, man? No, but you know what? He's so right though. That Patty Jenkins coming over to Star Wars, man, that's huge. And if that thing's gonna be anything like Wonder Woman, she's gonna bring so much hope and optimism, and hopefully she does. But to me, I love the shows that I like learn nothing about. Like I know that Obi-Wan's gonna be great. I know Ahsoka's gonna be great. Obviously, Hayden coming back is huge, and I love what Ewan said, that he's glad he gets to work with Hayden again, because that obviously pulls the heartstrings. But I like the shows that like the Rangers of the New Republic, the Acolyte, the one that's being told through like the Sith's point of view, because I know nothing about that stuff. So, and it's a fresh idea. So I'm all for it. Bring all of it on. Absolutely. How about you guys?
Yeah. I was gonna throw it to Nico.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's really hard to not echo what everyone else said. I think the Jenkins thing was such a cool surprise. Especially all the hype is around her, of course, with the first Wonder Woman film, with Wonder Woman 1984 coming. But now that she's doing Star Wars, I couldn't be happier. And I think her and Taika both doing 2 Star Wars films, I really can't think of 2 better people to be doing them. But for me, I had 2 massive takeaways that were like an early Christmas present or a late birthday present, however you want to word it. It's Ahsoka Tano, first and foremost. She's a top 5 Star Wars character of all time for me. She's also one of the best developed Star Wars characters, and she did have the benefit of several years of storytelling over television under her belt from Clone Wars and Rebels. So I'm very excited for her. Rosario Dawson knocked it out of the park. Absolutely knocked it out of the park with her debut on episode 5. And I think she's going to carry that into her own show, and I think she's going to carry it well. And I think her show is going to explore a lot of cool storylines that Rebels left off with Grand Admiral Thrawn and such. I think that's where they're going to do it, not on The Mandalorian. But the next biggest one for me, and Eric Holzman is so excited about this as well, is that Hayden Christensen is back as Darth Vader. He gets his second shot. He gets justice. He gets redemption. And his slow clap is a slow clap of joy, as if Tiger Woods just won the Masters. That's what that is. No, it's perfect. And Zena kind of said it already, but to see him and Ewan work together again, I think is going to be great. I'm hearing there might be some flashbacks to Clone Wars as well. So maybe, hopefully his acting got a little better outside of the suit, but it's going to be great. And that, to me, just to have Vader.
Oh, you mean
back,
that wasn't a CGI character?
What do you mean?
I was joking.
But yeah, but for me, it's Ahsoka and Vader, and a sleeper for me would be the Rangers of the Republic show, because I think that's going to be Cara Dune and company from the Mandalorian. So anything Favreau and Filoni are in charge of, I have so much hype and excitement for. I have no doubts in them whatsoever.
All right. Cool. Some raw thoughts. Emmett, the man from the north, the man from Hoth today. You're the man from Hoth.
Hoth,
today.
yeah.
What do you have, dude? What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I won't say Patty Jenkins just because everyone else. But what I will say is something that I know about that they announced, and that's the Andor show. I love the character Diego Luna played in Rogue One. I don't even like the movie that much, actually. I think it's actually quite overrated, in my opinion. But I love the Rebel. Yeah. I love Rebel Alliance, kind of like the gritty feel that the show's going to bring. And it's the closest show to coming out. I think they said on one of the videos, it was like 2 weeks. They had already been filming for 2 weeks. So that's the one I'm most excited for, but I'm also excited for the Ahsoka show just because, well, I texted Nico this the other day. I asked him what I should watch. Should I watch Clone Wars? Should I watch Rebels? I just didn't really get the character even when I saw her in The Mandalorian. So I'm excited for her show, and I'm excited just to get into the Clone Wars and Rebels, to learn a little bit more about that world, that character. And of course, Patty Jenkins. I think that's such a wild thing, and nobody saw it coming, which was kind of nice. And I'm
that
what
didn't
Rogue
leak out for
Squadron
nothing.
means.
That didn't leak out for nothing. All of a sudden you're like, oh, Rogue Squadron, Patty Jenkins. That's
Look at
crazy.
I know. It's crazy that didn't get leaked.
Yeah, and
With
Yeah, I can't believe it.
exactly. And like, I know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he's gotten some latency there.
All right.
Yeah, Emmett just got frozen in carbonite, dude.
He's Boba.
Yeah, we lost you for a second. So let's jump to. I want to hear Cindy. I want to hear Cindy's thoughts because I don't know how deep Cindy goes into Star Wars lore, but I want to hear what you got. Come on, Cindy.
Honestly, like I love a lot of the movies. Most of the movies I have enjoyed. I didn't watch any of like the cartoon stuff and Rebels, but I really enjoy Mandalorian and all that. I don't know. Disney, it feels like a whole ton of stuff all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I am excited. Like, I like having more nerdy things to watch. Like Disney has done a really good job with Mandalorian. So I'm hoping they kind of bring the same sort of stuff to, whatever else they do. But it's just a lot. Like, it's just like a Star Wars dump. It's just like, here you go.
All my dumps
man.
are dumps,
Yeah. Oh, yes. This is all the gigantic,
I
Star
don't like
Wars
a bad
dumps.
way. It's
Darth
just
Vader
like-
shaped dumps.
I'm just like, I don't think I needed any of it. Like, I am.
Oh man!
Uh-oh.
All right, Chris.
know.
Chris Evans, save us. Save us.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up.
She's breaking
Get
up.
her
Where'd she
fuzzy.
go? Where'd
Oh
she
no!
go? All right, Chris. Tell us what were your raw thoughts from the Star Wars presentation?
Well, I didn't actually watch it live like I guess everybody else did, so I had to catch up with it afterward. And afterward, it was just an onslaught of stuff to catch up with.
Yeah, it really was.
What stood out to me, though, was the Patty Jenkins thing, even though I don't care about Rogue Squadron, to be honest. What stood out to me, though, is that it's the first of a trilogy, which is what I was reading about. That's kind of me.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, hers is the first movie. Taika's is the second movie, from what I understood.
Serious?
Yeah, that's what I read, but I don't know. I mean, there wasn't a lot of details.
Okay.
What
Was it
really
from like
stood
we
out-
got this covered or something, right?
Yeah. What stood out to me the most, though, was actually Hayden Christensen coming back because I like Hayden Christensen. I think he's a great actor outside of Star Wars.
Yeah.
When he's not in Star Wars, he's actually really good.
Yeah.
So I was excited for that, and I don't know what the Acolyte is, but I want to watch it.
Yeah, that's the other one I was going to bring up too. The Acolyte seems very, very
Yeah.
interesting.
Republic.
And it's brand new. Like, it's a brand new thing. So,
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I think I'm most interested in, and Obi-Wan, of course. So that's my quick take on it.
All right. Oh shoot! Incoming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at this guy.
Mr.
Check
Beer.
it out.
oh,
Oh, thank God. He just
Up,
has a hat on this time.
It looks like he has more than a hat on. If it was just a hat, I feel like we would have a whole other show going on.
Damn it,
Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that show. Hey, what's up? Here it's Mr. P there.
What's going on, guys?
Straight out Gotham. Co-host.
How's everybody doing?
Mr. Eric. So, hey, yeah, we're just talking about some of the Star Wars stuff that got revealed. And
Oh,
Pete's
nice.
a huge Star Wars guy.
Oh, I
He's
love
probably
it.
he's a bigger Star Wars fan than Cindy. We know that, right?
Maybe. I mean, like,
Cindy just said she hated all the Star Wars. She's
I
like,
did not say that. I did
No, it's
not
cool
say
because I'm
I
like
hated it.
outside of like the first three movies. I mean, I don't know much about Star Wars. I've never seen a prequel. I saw Force Awakens and Return of the Jedi, which I thought was cool, but everyone hated it.
Last
And
Jedi.
I still haven't seen Rise of. Oh, I saw Rogue One and Solo, so I guess I've seen most of them. Then
That's
But-
funny. So, Chris, did you have any other thoughts on the? Sorry, Pete interrupted. He just came in like a bull, bro.
What are you gonna do?
Any other thoughts just raw thoughts from the panel?
No, not really. The Star Wars thing wasn't as big to me as the Marvel stuff.
Oh shoot, and we're gonna go there.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Marvel stuff.
All right. Yeah. Oh, look, he came dressed. I just came wearing black because basic. All right, Pete. Other than that, nothing you heard got you excited about Star Wars?
I'm actually more excited for James Mangold's Indiana Jones than anything Star Wars.
Oh,
He did,
okay,
yeah.
we can talk about that. I didn't.
Yeah,
Okay,
talk that
I've
up,
been
yeah.
so trying to catch up. James Mangold's doing Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and with Harrison Ford, and I'm someone who doesn't hate Crystal Skull. It's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst, in my opinion.
Hey,
but
I shipped
nothing better than Temple of Doom. But like it was fun.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped. I mean, I love Harrison Ford. You know, shout out to Han Solo. And,
Are you a guy that says like, "Hey, Harrison Ford's the only guy who can play Han Solo," or do you think that's a legacy?
No,
role?
I thought the kid who did it in Solo did a good job. It was a little weird, like his hair is way more wavy, so it's like I don't know. It didn't bother me at all. The movie was cool. I dug it.
It depends on the planet you're on. That's what affects your your
sure.
hair.
I mean, the only planet in Star Wars I know is Alderaan. So
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not even existent.
If you're on Dagobah, it makes your hair a lot more frizzy. That's all I heard.
Dagobah.
Look at Yoda, dude. He's just like the big frizz mess. He needs something.
It's all about
condition that
Canto
down.
Bite, guys.
Oh, Canto Bite, yeah. All right, so now let's just free for all time, guys. What's your hottest take? Like, what's the one you're like, oh shoot, we gotta. This is who won Star Wars. What was the announcement that won Star Wars? And we're gonna take Rogue Squadron out because everyone's gonna say Patty Jenkins. That was the one that everyone got excited about. What won the freaking Star Wars portion of the Disney call? What do you guys think?
I mean, even if I didn't like it, it's probably the Hayden Christensen announcement.
100%.
Yeah,
I'd go with that too.
You know, it's not, and again, it's not that I didn't like it. I just don't like him as an actor. So
yeah.
I'm happy again for all the people who liked his portrayal and who are getting to see him again. And it could be an age thing as well. Like I was older when I saw the prequels, and some of the guys in here, I'm sure, were younger when they saw the prequels first. So maybe they have a different attachment to it than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that for me, that probably was because as soon as that was announced, Twitter, every tweet on my timeline was Hayden Christensen, Hayden Christensen, Hayden Christensen. It was every single one. So if you're just judging it by that would, for me, that would probably have been the biggest reveal, I guess.
All right, that was the biggest. Yeah, I think that was the one that was so surprising. But like, when you got like our friend Rick, he was been hyping him back for a long. He thought he was going to show up in Last Jedi, right? Or yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
No, Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
Yeah, but his voice was there, right?
Yeah.
And so he got kind of excited about that. But I would say that is the biggest excitement. Like I think as much heat that's coming off of like besides the Rogue Squadron, but the biggest surprise to me actually was the freaking the spin-off to the Mandalorian. Oh gosh, what the heck is that one called again? Rangers?
Yeah,
Rangers of the New Republic. That's the one that got me excited because I'm like, I know nothing about what they're going to do. And we were talking on the last Vigilante show. What's your theory? Is that it's going to be Cara Dune, right?
And I think she might eventually be joined by Bill Burr. If everyone's seen the newest one, I could totally see him ending up there. They actually had some pretty good chemistry together, just as characters. So I could see him ending up there if he doesn't continue on this one.
Wow, pretty cool.
Do you think Boba goes forward?
See, I don't know. I think he's the arc for Mando season 3. I think there's going to be a 3-way fight for the throne of Mandalore in season 3, and it's going to be very Game of Thrones style-ish. I think that could be cool.
They'll just call it Mandalorians.
Mandalorians.
The Mandalorians is
like Alien and Aliens
with the S and the 2 parentheses. Yeah.
No, it's just like a like Mandalorian. Like instead of season 3, it's just Mandalorian : S.
Wait, we got a couple comments I missed in the chat, but let me roll. Here we go. There with Ahsoka. This is Conrad Newman. He's saying they hope that he explores the Sabine Ezra journey a bit. And I think Nico, you talked about that a little bit too, right?
They definitely will. If Thrawn's out there still, it means Ezra's out there still because they went into hyperspace together. So she's probably looking for Thrawn to find Ezra.
Yeah. Sorry, Conrad also says he's looking forward to hear what else Vader doesn't like. Saltwater, clay. He doesn't like sand. What other elements does he not like? It's dry. It's everywhere. And Ryan Haas. Hey, what's up to our good buddy Ryan Haas? He's in the chat.
I can tell you what Vader's favorite Christmas song is.
Stop it.
No.
Mute him. Sorry. Please mute him.
Stars the herald angels sing.
Oh my god.
No.
This is a live show. It's too bad you can't just like.
It's too bad that Vader was late to a meeting. He'd be called Darth later.
Oh!
Okay, he saved it with that one. That was like a 6.7.
Oh god,
6.7.
Hey, Emmett's back.
You're gonna be the guy all the kids love when you have kids, Nick. The dad, all the kids love. That's gonna be
Hell
your-
yeah.
It's like he's like 30 years early on the dad jokes.
Cool. Hey, we got
yeah.
we got a special guest real quick. He's gonna give his thoughts on Star Wars real quick. Come on.
Uh-oh.
This is tight. You got to get on the camera, dude. Here, I'll get up.
You gotta get on the camera.
We got Kid Kowalski in the house, baby.
Sir.
It's like Bruce Wayne and Damian Wayne right now.
Brother. So nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
All right. So I can't hear. Oh, look at there's Pete. No one wants to look at Pete right now, dude. No one wants to look at Pete. They want to look at a cute little kid, dude.
Yes. So, what were your thoughts?
All right.
On all the
Yo,
Star
so
Wars
tell us about your what you're most excited about with the Star Wars stuff.
I'm most excited about the Bad Bunch and to see all the Mandalorian fight clones.
The Bad Batch, love it.
Yeah, the
Bad
Bad
Batch, not the Bad Bunch.
Yeah,
the
that
Bad
was a
Batch.
pretty cool arc when
Hopefully
they
they're
did
not
it
a
on,
bad bunch. We got you. Love it.
and they did a pretty good job with them on the what's it called? The final season of the Clone Wars, right?
Mhm.
Pretty cool introduction. So I'm looking forward to it too. Actually, none of us mentioned it, but that is something I'm looking forward to. They were fun.
I just want to hear. Hope you guys ain't saying something weird to my kid.
No,
not that.
never.
Let me tell you the truth about your dad.
You
Only Zeddy is saying weird things. It's fine.
Yeah.
So you excited for Christmas?
Oh, man.
Are you ready for Christmas? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's number one on your list? Like, what's the hot item for Christmas?
Yeah. What's your number one Christmas present?
Probably a Razor Crest Lego set.
Okay.
If your dad doesn't get it, let me know, okay? All right. I'll make sure you get it. Don't worry.
Dad,
Don't open the package. If you get something from him, don't open the package.
I wouldn't either.
Just kidding. Zeddy, I'm just messing. Zeddy, I'm just messing. Shout out to Pete Vera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zeddy's
Watch out for those
like-
DMs.
You can call me Zaddy. It's fine.
How about, dude? How about
the-
what live action thing are you the most excited for?
The Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
My guy, and I'm assuming you love that Hayden Christensen is back, right? Tell me, yeah. Take that, Eric. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of the prequel?
Justin probably never showed him the prequels.
True.
The prequels are okay.
See, okay,
All right, fair.
Okay.
I agree with you. They're okay.
I know you like you like the Mandalorian, right? Yeah, there you go. See, he knows what's up right there. I feel like Justin just like left right now. Like he's just
Well, this is the future of Let's Go right here.
it is the future of Let's Go.
That's a
Look,
good
there
point.
you go.
This
If
is
you
your
wanna be
inheritance, kid.
If you want to be done, just tell your dad you're done.
No. Stay
No,
on, stay on.
I kind
There
of
you
want him
go.
to write out the rest of the show.
Just
Yeah.
write it out, buddy.
He's a new
the
producer.
junior Justin needs to tell us to keep the show going.
Oliver, right?
What's funny is Justin can't hear, so I think he's waiting for.
You don't want me to come back.
Yeah.
I think he's waiting
No,
for.
no,
a
he's
cue.
like, Dad, I love this stuff.
All right,
These people are way cooler.
Whatever the next movie is.
so we discussed a lot of we did discuss a lot of Star Wars stuff, right? We already discussed Star Wars. So Marvel had some stuff too.
They did.
Mhm.
You're
took
taking
over.
them out.
Eric just took over the show.
Just so-
I think he's back in.
Bye.
I wanted. To, oh, okay.
Bye.
It was
Bye.
nice meeting
I
you.
was gonna ask him
Nice to
about
meet
Marvel.
you.
Later on, Little Rocka.
Yes,
Little Rocka.
Lil Rocka.
But it could be a
Rocka,
great
Little
hip hop
Rocka.
name. Could be a great hip hop name.
There's Lil Rocka 1 and Lil Rocka 2. There's two of them.
Little Rockas. Plural.
Yo, sorry. He wanted to come in.
Justin's back.
He wanted to come on and talk.
No, it's
I-
beautiful. You did awesome.
He was
did.
awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna segue to Marvel, but you took him off. So.
Oh,
Eric
yeah.
was gonna
We can
take over
bring
the
him back.
show.
We can bring him back. We can bring him back. For
I
that.
wasn't gonna take over the show. I was
Eric,
gonna
Eric,
segue.
Everyone's pretty okay, man. So,
Eric, we got a show at like 10:30, bro.
I know we do. I'm
He's a little antsy.
Straight out of Let's
I'm
Go.
feeling-
we'll just stream roll right on into that.
feeling
show.
my oats, I guess, right now.
Oh, dude.
Wait, there's another show I can be on? I'll come join another show.
It's not a live show. It's not a live
Oh.
show.
Yeah, don't do it.
No.
It's
Wah,
just a podcast. It's
It's
something
just our
special.
podcast.
Is there any other Star Wars, like, did anybody else want to share about anything that was major to them? I'm bummed that Emmett he can't seem to get back in. He came in and his feed's not working, but and everyone swapped themselves out for the mini version.
I mean, the Lando show could be interesting.
Oh yeah,
The
okay.
Lando, yeah.
Forgot about that one.
So Lando that's limited, right? Is that
Limited series?
Yeah,
Oh
so
man,
Obi-Wan. The Obi-Wan is too. So.
Yeah.
Is Glover going to be Lando again?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully.
That's the scuttlebutt.
it's just him talking sexy to every Star Wars character. He's just like, hey,
As long as it's not a robot like in the movie.
hey,
Oh.
Chewbacca. Hey, robot. You
That was
a
the
just
best part of the
robot.
movie.
Star Wars
Imagine
is
it's
fine.
just him
That's awesome.
trying to like pawn off spaceships or win spaceships
I'm in.
through
To playing what's the name?
Yeah.
Sabak, right? That's the
Sabak,
name?
it's like
Yeah.
poker.
Sabak.
It's like,
It
how many
it just
ships
needs to
can
be
I win?
bookended with old Billy D and what's his face. It needs to go both.
Oh yeah, if it's non-linear, I'll check it out. I love Billy D.
I'm
Williams.
looking at the chat right now.
Is that Daddy Batman?
Yeah, Emmett's listening to Brian Adams right now. That is the quote.
Oh my god.
Daddy Batman, dude.
Emmett,
actually
we
right
all know
behind me in
Emmett's
this
probably
room.
watching Schitt's Creek and he's
Oh.
listening to Brian Adams right
That is hilarious. That's the quote of the day. That's the
Careful,
quote of
he's
the day.
gonna come into the live chat, and he's gonna have words.
now. You know,
You
there's
will.
nothing wrong with Brian Adams.
I need Daddy Batman to get on the camera and say that. So, all
I'll
right.
get him in here at some point.
All right. Any other thoughts on Star Wars? Yeah, Lando. That's the one I think I'm actually more excited about. I totally forgot just because there's like 10 things. And here's the thing: this isn't all coming out next year. I think a lot of people think this is dropping next month or something. It's the next 3 years, and so
Yeah.
we probably don't have a whole lot more to hear new, except for maybe some films and stuff that might come out later. But
Yeah.
like, other than the content that's going to Disney Plus, and the only other thing cinematically is Rogue Squadron. So there's probably more Star Wars news coming. This is the only thing we're going to get for the next 3 years. So
Yeah.
crazy. I'm excited. Yeah, there's a lot of fun Star Wars stuff coming. Does anybody feel like there's going to be an oversaturation, or are you guys just like hungry for it?
I don't think so.
I
Yeah.
don't think
so.
I'd feel more that way if it was like happening concurrently at the same time, like you're having all these things happen together. I'd
Yeah.
feel more that way then. But since it's going to be spaced out and we're going to have a lot of time to absorb all the content.
Space, like a galaxy far, far away in space.
Oh,
Space
Justin created. Justin went there off. Stockton to Malone right there. There you go.
What about Vision?
old
What do you
reference.
guys think about the Vision stuff? The Star Wars Visions, like kind of the
That could be cool.
the anime stuff. I'm not hot or cold on it. I'm just like, I need to see something first. So
Well, Resistance was kind of like that. So
was it?
Yeah, it was kind of the art on it was different. I guess
okay.
that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I didn't watch. That's the one I haven't watched yet. I don't know how good it is. Nico, did you watch Resistance?
I didn't particularly enjoy Resistance that much. Yeah, I wasn't a big
Is
Resistance
this stuff on
guy.
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
What's Resistance? Is that the new animated little things?
Mhm. It's
Yeah.
pre-Force Awakens.
Yeah, it's pre-Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I didn't because there's some stuff that I feel like it uses the audio and stuff from the actual films, but it's like animated. Am I wrong on that?
Well, they have the Lego show. Star Wars
It's not Lego. It's not Lego. It looks like animated like stuff. Looks like the new toys. You know they have toys like at Target. There's like a new line of toys, and they're like more animated looking. So it's not Clone Wars. It's not digital animation. It's like I don't know.
I don't know if there's a show, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen those.
Yeah. Anyways, there's
don't
like
know
these
if it's a
little,
show or
these
what
little
it is.
vignettes. They're like these little vignettes of Star Wars. It's on Disney Plus. I've seen them. My kids have watched them. I'm like, what the heck is this? So, anyway, don't know what it's called. I don't want to tread more water on it. But all right, cool. Let's then if you guys are wrapped on Star Wars, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Let's jump into the flippin' Marvel universe, y'all. Marvel Studios is bringing a whole bunch of stuff, dude, all over. Dude, Kevin Feige, he's just like, hey, I'm gonna be dropping some bombs, guys. Kevin Feige, dude, he's the future of Disney. I'll tell you this.
We've been waiting for this for like I don't know, all pandemic. I feel like
Yeah, that's
Warner Brothers and HBO and all that stuff. They've been like dropping things here and there, but Disney, they've just been waiting to drop the atomic bomb, and that's what happened last night.
Yeah, there was so much.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone says Star Wars was a lot. This I felt like was just
Oof.
one thing after another. That was hard to keep up.
it was.
Yeah.
I didn't finally catch up to the Marvel stuff till this morning, to be honest. I watched the presentation. I was like, what is happening? And then I got I forgot. There's like a lot of trailers. There was my favorite trailer, to be honest, was the What If.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, you got
I'm pumped for that.
his face, Jeffrey Wright. He's the
Wright.
Watcher, and he's doing the what do they call it? I can't even talk, dude. I'm so like, there's so much going on. The animation in that trailer
looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know what it was going to look like, and I'm like, this looks good, man. This is like, it looks like a really beautiful Disney movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like if they modernized the look and how they did the technique on like Snow White, it looks like that. It looks really nice.
Cool. Yeah,
really nice. And
Yeah,
so dude, like having T'Challa be Star-Lord, like what? That's crazy.
What if comics are just like, you know, like Marvel's answer to Elseworlds, and it's always such a cool concept. Like, what if the Punisher acquired like the black suit and stuff like that? So like, you go around and you collect those books. There's some of like the best, just one shot, just off the world, just comics you could read. So just the possibilities are endless. You know, I can only imagine what they're going to come up with. That's the best part. It's just it's all going to be random and insane.
Yeah. Having Agent what's her face being Captain America.
Carter.
Yeah, Agent Carter. Captain America. Oh man, like all that stuff it just gets me so excited, man, to see stuff like that. And obviously, you're not going to ever see that in a live action thing. You know, who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Like if an episode becomes very popular, then sure.
Well,
like
the perfect medium for it. Like I think the way they're doing it. So
yeah. So
because if they started doing that in live action, people would get confused again. So just don't.
I don't know, man. Like I'm starting to not believe the whole GA gets confused thing. I just don't think they care. I think they just want to be entertained, to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters anymore. You know, like these people, they don't follow this stuff like we do. They don't care about it like we do. So whatever's in front of them, they're going to judge it for themselves, whether it's good, bad, or ugly.
What the heck is Garrett saying? He's saying, what if number 50 Hulk killed Wolverine?
I think that's an issue.
Oh,
what
okay.
if the Hulk killed
what if
Wolverine?
number 50? Okay.
In their first meeting.
Oh. Why didn't Garrett just jump in on the live stream? He could have.
Because he's got to do it from his garage.
Oh. So, hey guys, I'm building a rack. But by the way, what if
I'm playing with some sheetrock? What if I was a suburban dad?
Well, Garrett's also had a lot going on today, so I think he's just
true.
He's tired.
Yeah, Twitter was dangerous today.
Oh yeah, Twitter's a mess.
Yeah.
All right, so all these things that got announced, we got the Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer came out. That thing looked really nice. There was that sequence where he's flying through the canyons. I was like, that's like TIE fighters. That reminded me of the TIE fighters from like.
Okay, I got like vibes of Independence Day, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but it just the way it was going. It reminded me of Carl Weathers' episode of Mandalorian a few weeks back.
Yep.
Like it just felt really fun. Like those two guys hanging out. Like Anthony Mackie is always going to be fun to watch, and then
Sebastian Stan.
The dynamic between the two of them is really cool. It almost seems like they don't really like each other, but they're jabbing. Maybe they are friends and they can just take shots like Nico and Zednik. So it's a cool little thing they got going on there. I'm kind of bummed it's only 6 episodes though. Like I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit longer.
Hey, that's 3 movies, dude.
Technically.
Yeah. You're right, but when I think of a TV show, I think of more than 6 episodes. That's just me.
Well, Mandalorian's only 8. I think they're just trying to keep it so that it's like, okay, we have this season, and then if we want to add more, and I think right now it's harder for them to get stuff filmed. So I have a feeling they probably had stuff filmed, and they just had to finish as much as they could to have a complete season before.
Because sometimes those CW shows are way too long.
I agree, Conrad. What if Cindy was Captain?
You know, I probably could be better.
What if you're Captain Sass? You don't need to be Captain Marvel.
I know, but her character is naturally sassy. Like if you like her comics, she's sassy and like quick and all of that. Like,
she's a little dull in the movies.
Yeah.
She's got a cool haircut now, though.
Dude, she looked like Justin Bieber when she rolled up, dude, at the end of Endgame.
I like that.
So originally, I remember when I first saw Captain Marvel, I loved it, and like we had done the podcast, and like I was super excited about it. Like, not like most people. I rewatched it recently, and I was like, I see what everyone's saying now.
Well, it's because It's because like they capture the theater experience so well. That's how they make the movies for you in the moment to be like, and then you walk out of there hyped, and then you rewatch it, and a lot of those movies don't age as well because
Avengers.
My wife still won't watch it. She has Burgundy is like, I don't want to watch Captain Marvel.
But the thing is like, I was thinking about it. I was like, there was some scenes in Captain Marvel where I was just like, this scene is great. And it doesn't feel that way anymore. Like the scene doesn't have the same like excited feeling that it did the first time I saw it. Whereas like the Wonder Woman movie, like I can watch those pivotal scenes between like her and
Chris Pine's character. Steve Trevor. Yeah.
Steve. Yeah. Like that whole thing like gets me emotional every single time, even though I know what's going to happen. And so it's just like, it's frustrating for me because I'm just like, Captain Marvel should have been that way for MCU, just because it's like all these little girls deserve that, they deserve another female hero that gives them that empowered feeling. And it just doesn't. The second time I watched it, I was like, meh, like it still has some of that, but it's not as powerful as like the Wonder Woman movie was. And so
agree.
I think that I actually 100% agree with you, Cindy. I just think like little kids, because I've seen a lot of girls wearing like Captain Marvel shirts, and even my friend Stephanie at work, she's got a Captain Marvel lunchbox. Like,
so, it was a popular Halloween costume.
Yeah. I think it's even though the movie may not have been great, I think the character still kind of transcends. Like, oh, there's a powerful character I can be. I just think it all is on Brie Larson's shoulders, and she's just not likable, man. There's nothing about her that's likable. Like you can see Thor's like, dude, I want to hit you with my hammer. Like there's nothing about her seems like warm and friendly and like caring. Not that she has to. I'm not saying she has to be a mom. I'm not saying she has to be Wonder Woman, but there's nothing about her that's likable. Like it's not coming through the screen. Like she seems like the kind of even in Scott Pilgrim where you don't like her, you're supposed to not like her.
Yeah,
I think I like her more when I'm not supposed to like her than when I'm supposed to like her. I don't like her at all. I don't know what that means, but that's just my thoughts.
I would agree with what Conrad said. Like he doesn't think it's a bad movie. It's just not a strong one. Like it doesn't stand out. It doesn't have like anything that makes you feel like it's great for little girls. I would say like a little girl would probably have like the whole like, oh, this is great. And maybe they'll do better in the second one. I don't know. But like, I don't know if I'm necessarily excited about that one. Like, I don't feel like they've done their female characters well. And like, or made them feel like Black Widow. Like, I love her in those Avengers movies, but I don't have this like excitement to see the Black Widow movie. I have excitement to see a Wonder Woman movie and an additional one. And so it's just like, I feel like Marvel has kind of done their female characters dirty. Like it's just, they put people in it and some of them are great characters, but it's just like,
yeah.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head there.
I appreciate that, especially coming from a lady. Like, I would say I think that Black Widow. I actually really liked her in Iron Man 2. I love like what they brought to, even though that movie was like a little convoluted, not convoluted, but it was a little more like, hey, we're getting to Avengers. I liked her in that film, and then I felt like they kind of did her a disservice in Avengers 2.
She was great in Winter Soldier too.
Oh, I love her.
That's her best movie. Yeah.
That's such a strong movie in general, though. Everybody participated.
Well, that's their best movie to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's like their Dark
Knight.
Yeah,
and I don't like the directors, and I think that's their best stuff. Just being honest.
Let's go to the chat. I want to hear what the chat. What's your top picks from the Marvel presentation while we wait for them to figure out their life there. Chris, our own Chris Evans. What's your because you were like, hey man, I'm here for the Marvel stuff.
I think my favorite thing was probably the Loki trailer. I love that.
Oh,
trailer.
Okay.
I didn't expect to even like that much, but it was really interesting the way they're using him, and I like how the trailer starts off with that part from Endgame. I think it was Endgame.
Yeah,
it's just really cool the way it flowed from there. I liked all the little things they threw in there, like Loki with the vote for me button. I think it was one of the button. It was straight out of the comics when he was in the suit with the helmet on.
Yeah,
it's straight out of the comics. That was so cool to see it. Then there's that one still that looks like Black Widow's in it. It's like a purple world, and there's a lady in black with red hair sitting down. I mean, looks like Black Widow to me.
Yeah,
right.
So yeah, I really love the Loki trailer. I thought the Falcon trailer was a little bit underwhelming.
Really?
Yeah.
What got me hyped?
I kind of wanted more banter, just see more banter between like Bucky and Sam, and the trailer's not really that. It looks like it's a different tone than I was expecting, but it's just a trailer. I'm still gonna eat it up. I love Falcon and Winter Soldier. I would say the low for me though, if I could get into that real quick, was the Black Panther announcement.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get heat for this from people. T'Challa should have been recast.
Yes,
I agree.
Agreed.
I agree.
And they didn't even say what the movie was about, and the way they describe it, it sounds like it's some kind of nature movie. They're gonna explore Wakanda. I just not
It's just a documentary about Wakanda.
Yeah,
the fictional world of Wakanda. We're gonna
like what is this?
it's like a travel ad. Come to
Twins.
Wakanda.
If
Should be a
Shuri's
travel brochure.
Yeah.
Welcome to Wakanda.
That's funny.
Welcome to Wakanda, and I'm not really in for that. So I think that was probably the biggest disappointment. And so yeah, Loki, WandaVision, those were both highs.
Oh, WandaVision, man.
I love that trailer too.
I don't even know what to think.
The low is Black Panther though.
Yeah. Like let's talk about that real quick because I had a guy I follow and he posted just kind of like, hey, they said they're not going to recast Black Panther, and he's all, I feel like that might not that he landed there. He said, I feel like that might be a good decision, and I just don't know if it is. You know, we've had how many Batmans? 8 Batmans, like, you know,
How many
4
Superman?
Supermans, yeah, like 3 Spider-Mans, 3 Spider-Mans in the same movie, probably. Like, let's. I think what they said they said that Chadwick Boseman like was the greatest representation of the Black Panther that we've ever had in media.
He's the only representation.
Yeah, but I would push back on that and say you guys haven't read any of the comics that like Ta-Nehisi Coates that he's done. You know, that's a good run there. And so, sorry, I knocked my mic out here because I'm a silly goof. So I knocked my mic. I don't know if you got me, but I feel like the character deserves to continue to be represented on screen. Yeah. And that doesn't discount what Chadwick Boseman did, you know, and it's sad and tragic what happened. But if you know, hey, this character half the time he's in a mask anyways. Like, not that doesn't matter, but I'm saying like is just as much as these little girls need to see Captain Marvel and have a character to look up to, like little kids, especially like little black kids, they need to have like the character that they see. And I'm saying that as a dad, I've got my kids love Black Panther too, and they just love him that he's a cool character. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, kids need to be able to see themselves, and it's not enough just to put Shuri in the suit if they do something like that. And she's been in the suit in the comics, but like Shuri's not forever Black Panther. She comes back to being Shuri because Shuri needs to be Shuri. Right. For the same reason Black Panther needs to be the Black Panther, Shuri needs to continue to be Shuri because they need to have that smart girl who knows how to create stuff, who knows how to be an inventor, and they need that too. And so I hope that they reconsider this, because putting that statement out there kind of locks them in for someone to go like, well, y'all said this. I don't think anyone's going to push back on it, and I don't think anyone's going to be disrespected either. Mm-mm. I don't know.
I think the character is bigger than Chadwick Boseman. I don't want to come off as a jerk with this by saying that, but the character is bigger than that, and the need for this character, I think, is bigger than one actor. Like you said, kids need to see themselves in these heroes. And Black Panther made such a huge impact. Why wouldn't you want to continue that?
Yeah. I think if you said this when he passed away, there's just a timeliness. Like, you know, we don't want to be having this conversation then, like the week of, but like now that time's passed, I think it's okay to discuss it. And it's ironic because that was we were doing a Marvel rewatch, and when he passed away, M'Baku becomes Black Panther, Daddy Batman. But when he passed away, we couldn't bring ourselves to watch the film. It hurt. It still hurt. And so we finally watched about 2 weeks ago. And at the end, when they're on the playground and stuff, and those kids, they're in awe of Black Panther. They're like, "That's your ship," and like that's a beautiful moment, and that's something that we need to continue to see in these movies. And so, anyways, that's.
I also think like, go on.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, all right, I'll take it.
Sure.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No,
I'm just thinking like this might actually like give Coogler like a chance to cast his Black Panther. Like Bose was cast for like Civil War before Coogler was even attached. So maybe this kind of gives him the freedom to cast the actor that he really wanted as the role. Like I know we all love Boseman in the role, but I always thought that directors should be able to cast the characters as they see them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy.
I was just thinking, like, I hope that they do as well as they did in the first movie. Like, I think they probably should have recast just because you need more time before you're just like, oh, automatically Shuri's now, or however they decide to do it. Like, to just be like, so, I mean, everyone knows that the character passed or that the actor passed away, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't think you need to immediately go into Shuri being it because it feels too rushed. It's because I don't think it feels that way in the comics, like when they get to that point where Shuri becomes Black Panther. But it was more, I was just thinking, like, one of the things that I had heard about Black Panther is just how much it created like a culture for people who didn't necessarily have a culture. And I think that means something. And so I just hope that the second movie does, like the way Chris was describing it, I'm like, that doesn't sound like anything to be excited about. And
yeah, Feige kind of just shot that out there. Like said that you're just going to continue to explore the world of Wakanda. So, but I agree with so far with everything that's been said. I would just wonder if they would do something like keeping the role of Black Panther kind of open in the next film.
Yeah.
With people trying to stay claim to it, maybe them dealing with T'Challa's passing, however they handle it. I don't know what they're going to do. But I would have recast the role for many of the reasons you guys have already stated. Like the character's just bigger than one actor, and maybe it is still too soon, Justin, and that's why they didn't bring it up. Like maybe because it just happened this year.
Yeah. Like
they're just saying, we don't want to recast with someone new.
Yeah.
The MCU's been fortunate. They've only had to recast like 2 actors in this whole run, though. So I mean, that's kudos to them. But
they did Rhodey
and Hulk.
Hulk, yeah.
That's right. I
was actually 3, but now we talked about the third one. They put what's the guy who plays Shazam? What's his name?
Oh, that's right, Fandro.
But yeah, they recast him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy from Shazam. He died in the first movie though. So.
Zachary Levi.
Yeah, that's it.
No, he died in Ragnarok. Remember, right in the beginning. Yeah.
His first movie. He died in his first movie.
We should let Nico talk because I know he feels differently. So let.
I do. I was going to say I think I have the lone differing opinion here, and I definitely don't think anyone here is wrong. In fact, I think this is one of the trickiest and most unfortunate, strange things that I think could have ever happened. So for me, I like the move because I think, and I agree with what you all said, where the character is bigger than than the actor. But I think Wakanda and the symbol of Wakanda and what Wakanda means can be even way bigger than just the character of Black Panther. I think the second movie is going to explore all the other characters, maybe even add some new ones. And then one character, the character who kind of launched this whole thing and created this new cultural phenomenon and relatable figure, is now going to be spread out across several characters. And then you add that extra layer of relatability, because now you could actually find more specific people. You got your female characters, you got your male characters, you got your intellectual characters, you got your more strong characters. And I think that's how they want to approach it, because I think what Wakanda means is going to be more impactful than just what the Black Panther means. And instead of this idea of a character finding comfort in and home in, here's a world, here's a way of life, here's a way of doing things, and here's a whole culture that can be presented now as a thing. And I also think, I know there's been, and not to say that this comparison was wrong, it's just, like we said, this hasn't happened before, but there have been multiple iterations of other characters, but this hasn't happened to an actor in those roles. Yeah. So I think when you add that to it, it's this, I also think maybe I also think, and this is just me speculating, I think they maybe tried inviting the idea of recasting, and I think I don't think actors want to do it. I don't think a director
possible.
I think Coogler was like, no, we got to just go this other route, because he had a lot of creative freedom in the first one. So I don't know, and that's just me, and that might just because I feel it's too soon. But maybe if they do leave it open, like he's gone, and then in a few years they kind of change their mind and bring him back in a way, because he is important, man. He really is.
Can I push back a little bit? You said that no actor has ever like died in a role and they replaced him, but that's happened in the Harry Potter series. I mean, it's flipping happened with like
Crow.
Joker. Oh yeah, the Crow was a little different. Like but they made a whole different. It wasn't Eric Draven, but I see what you're saying.
100%, but the significance I don't think was the same.
Gotcha.
I think
so you're saying maybe an actor may have been like, man, I don't want to jump into that role right now.
Yeah, that's completely
what I'm fair.
saying. I think it's the role was revolutionary. It was iconic. It's so important.
It's definitely iconic for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
But that's just me, and that's not wrong or right. No, not wrong or right. It's just I just think it's also so tricky. It's
the
so
original
unfortunate.
Dumbledore was better than the second Dumbledore, though.
Yeah.
That is a
there you go. All right, let's transition into one of the things that they kind of ended with, and I was really excited about, and I wanted to run it by you, Nico, because something you said earlier in the week is we got John Watts on Fantastic Four. And you were like, you kind of put it out there that like, hey, is this being forced upon him, all this Spider-Man stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
But let me finish my thought. And then I'm feeling like, okay, I can see that because, Sony's been notorious for being stupid with Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man 3, like that was just a big cluster of symbiote and everything and Sandman and just the fruity pebbles of it all, right? So what I was wondering was like, dang, dude, is he a company guy? And then I see like, oh, they've tapped him to do, this is his 4th Marvel film. So maybe he is a company guy, or maybe he's just hardcore nerd. And he's like, dude, I love this stuff. Like, throw me your weirdest stuff. Because the Fantastic Four is weird, man. And but my other thing is, maybe they like how he's been able to balance a lot of like, I'm trying to find balance the different like cultures that he's been showing in the Spider-Man movies, because it's not just a bunch of white kids. It's pretty multicultural. And the rumor is that the Fantastic Four could be a little different. They can change up some of the archetypes that we're used to. Like maybe Reed Richards may be a black dude, because
Kane tried that with Josh Trank's movie too. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. With
Michael
Johnny Storm. Yeah. So chances are Reed Richards may be a black man. And I'm just saying, like, that's something that he's mentioned before in his interviews. Like, I don't know if you've been to Brooklyn, but it doesn't look like everyone's Peter Parker walking around there.
Yeah.
So so just saying. So that could be a thing, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, thoughts.
Go ahead, Nico.
Oh, me specifically? Yeah. Well, I'm really excited for Fantastic Four. I don't like John Watts though, so for the obvious reasons, I don't like his 2 Spider-Man films. But to kind of speak on what you were saying, Justin, is I know a lot of directors have wanted Fantastic Four. I know specifically Peyton Reed has really campaigned for it, and apparently the Fantastic Four is supposed to spin out of Ant-Man 3, which Peyton Reed is doing. So we were talking a little bit about this on the Vigilante the other day, is I definitely don't think Spider-Man 3 is what Watts was going to do. And I don't know if it's Sony's involvement or it's Kevin Feige going like, we need to do this multiverse stuff, because I don't think that was always the plan. There's quotes from Kevin Feige at the end of last year after Far From Home saying Spider-Man 3 is going to be a self-contained story in New York, and Peter's going to have to figure this out on his own for once. And now we have that's sort of completing a multiverse trilogy now that's launched in WandaVision, followed up with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and then capped off in Spider-Man 3. So I totally wouldn't be surprised if they, if they were like, hey, John, please do this, and you could do Fantastic Four. Sound good?
Gotcha.
So that's just me, but Justin, you're absolutely correct. He has handled a lot of great stuff in his films. It's mainly just the Spider-Man stuff I don't like, but the films are, he does handle and tackle a lot of stuff, especially diversity, in a really good way. So I think it's a smart choice. It's especially a financially smart choice because his 2 films were widely successful. And from a technical level, I'm sure it's a great choice too. I just personally don't care for the way he did some of those films, but it's just me.
Zednik, you've been quiet, bro. What you got? What's one of the Marvel things that got you excited, dude?
Man, I would say for me, I mean, like, I love the WandaVision trailer. I mean, of course, I mean, it just has, like, for the man that has everything aspect to it, where I think Wanda's going to be, she's going to have such a reality check that I think it's going to probably be one of the more mature, emotional things that we've seen in the MCU to date. But for me, it's got to be the She-Hulk series. I mean, that's like 1 and 1A with something else, because the reason why I love the She-Hulk thing is because I'm all for a Hulk verse. Like, I think the Abomination coming back is so cool. I think Mark Ruffalo coming back can be cool. I think Daredevil could pop up too. That's
what I'm hoping. I'm hoping
that could be a little eye wink. But for me, I love the Falcon and Winter Soldier one because it's very sentimental to me, because one of my best friends who came back from the Navy loves Captain America, and him and I would have like watches of like the Captain America trilogy, and we talk literally like once a week about this show, and I'm just so in on it. So from a sentimental level, I'm like really hyped for that because I love Cap. I'm hoping it's gonna be great, but for me, it was Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it's She-Hulk. So there you go.
Cool. Awesome. Any other thoughts, you guys, on the Marvel stuff?
For me, I'm most hyped about Fantastic Four, man. I've been dying for this. The Josh Trank thing, it left a sour taste in my mouth.
Oh yeah,
and it's just because it had such a great young cast, and it just didn't even work out. Like, it was a studio meddling at its finest. But I think Watts is a combination of a good director and a company man, because like Nico said, he's been going along with all this crazy stuff for Spider-Man 3, and based off the ending of the last movie, nobody saw this craziness coming. So it's kind of insane, and there's a lot of cooks in that kitchen. You got to please Feige, you got to please Disney, you got to please Sony, and I think that he can really flex his muscles in Fantastic Four, because while I'm very critical of Far From Home, I really dig Homecoming, but the action scenes and even all the crazy Mysterio stuff in Far From Home is really excellent. Like, he did a really good job with that stuff. So I think this will really give this guy a chance to show us what he's got. And if you've ever seen Clown's a crazy horror movie, and he did this cop movie, which is supposed to be really good too. So you guys got to check that out. But I think he's a good director, and I really think this will give him a chance to show us what he's really got.
Hey, Daddy Batman has a question. He says, should Fantastic Four be younger versions or more adult? What should it be?
I want Reed to be an old man. Like, everyone gives me crap because I want like Clooney as Reed, and I always think Reed should be the older, more mature person, and Johnny should be the young hothead. And the Fantastic Four at its core is really like a family drama sitcom. You've got 4 people who and I always thought this would be a Disney Plus show, and which is weird. Secret Invasion is a TV show, and Fantastic Four is going to be a movie, and I kind of always thought that should be flipped around. But the dynamic of like the family aspect for the Fantastic Four, it really is something that we haven't seen in any kind of comic book film, and I think it could really open some doors. It should be kind of like a Full House aspect with just like superpowers, like crazy things are happening. You got Skrulls and interdimensional portals and giants and aliens, and it's these 4 people in a hover car trying to save it, and one of them is a giant rock. So it's just crazy stuff that could come out of this, and I couldn't be more excited for it.
Yeah. Hey, I think Chris Evans, not our Chris Evans, but the other Chris Evans, but our Chris Evans is fantastic. And what's his face? The other dude, the guy who played Thing.
Oh, Michael Chiklis.
Michael Chiklis, yeah.
Great actor, but he was too short, man.
But they had good chemistry. I liked them in that movie.
I thought that was the best part about it.
There's things in those Tim Story movies that are really like vintage classic Lee Fantastic Four, like when the Thing is sleeping and he tickles them in the face with a feather and gets the in his face. Like, that is the Fantastic Four. Like, I get those movies aren't really great and they're oriented to kids, but they are very true to who the Fantastic Four are. They were just dumbed down, and I mean they butchered Doom too, but I just want someone to get Doom right, and I don't know what they're gonna do, but I have faith in John Watts. I do.
Actually,
Ryan said Chiklis is great.
Nothing is great in Gotham. Gotham is the worst TV show of all time. It is
Wait, so
abysmal.
Chris, you said you like the Fantastic Four films?
Yeah, I don't hate them. I think the Tim Story ones are not really that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not great, but
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
watchable.
Mhm.
And for what it's worth, I think with a better script, Julian McMahon could have been fantastic as Doom.
Yeah.
It was good casting, just
Fantastic.
bad direction.
Yeah,
He could have been.
I think that was unintentional.
I think that those movies were really good for the pre-renaissance of the comic book film.
Mhm.
Like they were kind of like, yeah, they weren't supposed to be billion-dollar poppers. You know what I'm
No.
saying? They were summer popcorn flicks, something they can merchandise, sell some toys. Doesn't mean they can't be good, but I don't think they were awful. Like I watch them and I'm like, they're a product of early 2000s, like similar to the Daredevil film.
Yeah.
You know,
That
like
Fantastic Four film was doomed, though. That went against Begins, man. Like
It was
that's a rough
doomed?
go about.
That was
Yeah.
a bad idea. Yeah.
yeah.
The
I would love to
trend
check out the box office on that though. Like, what was the box office versus Batman Begins? 'Cause I wonder what.
that-
That's good. That's a good question.
That
I
would
don't,
Yeah,
It made enough money for them to make the sequel, though. Like Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
they were like, okay, let's. And Silver Surfer is better than the first one,
Yeah.
outside of what they did with Galactus. You know,
Well, you got
Yeah, the fart
Fishburne's
cloud.
voice, right? Fishburne's voice is
you got
just
you,
great.
you got Doug Jones, the skinny clown from Batman Returns, as the Silver Surfer. And
Yeah,
then you got Lawrence Fishburne as the voice, which is
Voice,
really
man.
cool.
unbelievable.
Younger daddy.
Begins made 373.6 million. Fantastic Four did 333.5.
Okay,
See,
so
Batman won, 'cause
comparable,
Batman-
yeah,
there you go.
but
That's good.
but not by much.
Yeah.
Batman did not win by much.
Yeah,
Batman always wins though.
Yes, Batman
Different
doesn't always
landscape.
win.
yeah,
That
And
was
then-
again that set up what we have now, right? So
yeah. And then the I still haven't seen the not Tim Story,
Josh Trank.
Josh Trank Fantastic
haven't-
Four.
Oh,
But I
dude.
feel like it was just.
I've never
I
seen that
want to
movie.
see it. I'm supposed to watch it with
It is
Matt
an
Ritchie.
interesting movie because you could like there's like a cut in the movie where it just jumps ahead a year, and it's literally like you like studio meddling, like right there. That's what should have been like the subtitle. Like you could Josh Trank had like one half of that movie, and then Kinberg basically tried to salvage or do whatever. But you know, he's another director who needs a cut. Somebody start a hashtag for that guy.
Yeah. Oh man.
The way
Yeah,
to
it was-
tell when the movie switches is like when you see Sue's hair. As
With the
soon as
wig,
you
yeah.
click on Sue's hair, you know you've gone too far. Turn back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Ryan.
yeah. It was
Ryan.
ambitious. The casting was ambitious when changing Johnny to be black and being a stepbrother, and that Kate was
It's very ultimate too. So if
Yeah.
you've read Ultimate Fantastic Four, that's where they take inspiration. And the Thing looked great. Like I mean, it just digitally, the Thing was perfect.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
even when he was speaking, you could hear the gravel and the rocks and how it would grind together. So they did
Yeah.
a good job on that. That's probably the best thing in the movie, though.
Nice.
I like the way it ends.
Yeah.
because it's over.
Yeah.
In Central City with the
Yeah.
Flash, yeah.
It's a good time.
That's funny. All right.
But no, for the two best things I saw in the Marvel stuff was Loki, the Loki show. I'm really looking forward to that for a lot of the reasons Chris said, and I just love Hiddleston in the role. So
Yeah.
the fact that we're seeing him again is pretty awesome.
And Owen
And-
Wilson.
Yeah, yep.
looks-
Owen Wilson as well.
I was actually surprised. I forgot he was in it, and I I really like. I really
He's got to
like.
say wow. He's
his
got to
take.
say wow at some point.
Wow.
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 What's that cube? Wow.
All together. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
I want a
That was
Loki
perfect.
Stargirl crossover with the Wilson brothers.
Oh yeah.
Let's get that going.
And I'm
funny.
interested. The other thing I'm interested to see is Miss Marvel. Actually,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that looks good.
Shout out to Jersey City.
yeah, right, yeah.
Represent.
But so coming like if you got the game, the Avengers game, she's the big like Ms. Marvel's your main character in that. And I got it and I played it. So and it's just cool how they're actually doing this show. I think it's just great that they're doing it. So I'm looking forward to that. See how this girl acts. She's cute, a very cute little girl. So I think a lot of people are gonna be drawn to that. So let's just see how the show goes. But I'm interested in seeing what they do with it.
Jeez, that's
What's wrong,
amazing.
Justin?
Nothing. I'm just thinking like, man, Jesus is like we have so much stuff coming. With so much stuff. Like with Captain Marvel, I'm glad you brought her up because I forgot. That's the show that I feel is going to be the heart of
Marvel.
of the Captain Marvel film. You
Yeah,
know, like with
she's
Miss
supposed to be in
Marvel,
it.
like it'll be kind of ironic. Like, man, we because you can tell in that girl's screen test that she's going to be kind of this adorable, like, oh, she's captured my heart type of situation.
Yep.
Whereas like Brie Larson, man, she can't capture a fart, let alone a heart. So, you know, oh, she's a good Canadian girl too. That's what Emmett Davis says. So,
Love that.
anyways,
Leave her alone, man. Leave her alone.
yeah, man. So, and then okay, here's the one that actually made me mad, and I'm excited for it. But it's all Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Yeah.
2022. I'm like, man, why even tell me that right now? But I guess they're gonna film it when they film Guardians 3, is what Feige said. So,
But gotta get you ready.
oh man, sometimes I'm like, I can't wait for that.
They didn't put a date on Moon Knight either.
No, they didn't.
Is Moon Knight gonna take place in Egypt? That's what it sounded like he was saying, and I'm like,
He said it was going to be like their version of Indiana Jones, which seems kind of almost out of character. Like I always envisioned Moon Knight as a Batman type character.
Well,
100%.
So
I mean,
I'm interested to see what they do.
If they do the origin, he could be in Egypt, I guess. But I wouldn't spend a whole show there. I guess it depends what version they're doing. But yeah, there are times when he's out and about. But primarily, he is like a Batman Daredevil combination of things, and he's also, some versions he's schizophrenic, some versions he's less schizophrenic. So
it's interesting they didn't say anything about Oscar Isaacs playing him though. That was, to me, I was like, did that fall through?
Yeah.
They didn't say, for every other thing they were like, oh, and that's going to be portrayed by Oscar Isaac. They didn't say anything about that, which gave me like, no one's talking about that.
they even named the actress for Ironheart, and they didn't name Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, really weird. Oh, Kipper, James Gunn's back for Guardians 3. They came to their senses because
he makes good movies.
He makes good movies and bad jokes. So there we go. So,
Yeah, but it was a long time ago. So
yeah. I'm just saying, like,
there's growth opportunities, and I've made plenty of bad jokes, and I hope people don't hold me accountable to them.
Speaking of bad jokes,
I do. I've got screen caps. That's okay. DC will hire you.
Well, they might have, they might have seen some of the Suicide Squad stuff maybe before they
They're
decided
like,
to bring him back. And they're like, this guy's really good, so let's just.
Yeah, let's bring him
outside
back.
of Guardians too. I think he's a really great director.
Yeah.
I think when they saw that he
They're
got
hooked
picked
on that
up
feeling.
for Suicide Squad, they were like, "Ooh, we kind of still need him."
Yeah.
And the positive response he got too, because I think most fans were happy he got Suicide. I know I was.
Yeah, I was too.
I was
I
too.
was.
You know,
I was.
And this actually, Ryan, Disney said entertainment over accountability. They say E over A, bro. E over A.
Here we
Okay.
go.
All right. Let's wrap it up, man. That was exciting stuff. It's funny how last week HBO blew everything out of the water. They're like, we're bringing everything to the TV that was going to be in the theaters, and then this week Marvel's like, we're making all these things for the TV, and then everybody forgot. Like, you all just forget HBO has a lot of stuff coming out still too, and it's not a competition. Well, it is a competition because they want your dollar. They want to like, hey, jump onto our streaming service.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff coming out. Like Warner Brothers has already showed us what they got coming. There you go.
I gotta stay like this the rest of the day.
he's getting attacked by Spider-Man.
How dare you insult my director?
He's a menace.
It's John Watts.
It's John Watts behind him.
John Watts coming after me.
Tom Holland's behind him.
Wait.
Yeah, Tom Holland, bro. He's like, hey, you ain't the real Avengers. And then
he might not even end up in Spider-Man 3, so I don't know.
I heard he's got.
I've heard he has a cameo, but
He's gonna have less time than Cavill and BVS.
Last time.
Hey, there you go. All right. All right, thank you guys for being a part of our show. Plug away right now. I'm gonna tag team people if I can. So my boys, the Vigilantes, tell us what's up.
Zenit, go ahead.
Hold on. Now, Justin, you realize that everybody came in from my puns, right? So I'm gonna give.
Actually, I'll go. Actually, you can follow us at the Vigilante 1939. I'm just kidding, Zeddy.
Big
Go ahead.
jerk. No.
Zeddy, go ahead.
You're already halfway there.
You can follow us at the Vigilante 1939 on Twitter. We are in the middle of our 12 days of Vigilantes / Christmas / St. Nick's Day giveaway. We just actually threw out question number 7 that I accidentally said was question number 8. Haven't checked who got it yet. But actually, I'm going to throw it all to you guys, and you might win something in addition to who answers it. What is the name of Anakin's squad of clone troopers that you first see in Revenge of the Sith? They're the clone troopers with the light blue stripe on them. Do we know?
The squad.
No. Going once, going twice. That would be the 501st. Great. Yeah. I see he's right there. And then Zeddy and I did an episode. We did episode 66 of the Let's Go podcast, reviewing Sound of Metal and Netflix's Mank. Order 66. They were the clone troopers. See, he pulled that right together. And then that's us. And then our handles are on here, there. All right.
Yeah, follow those guys on Twitter and follow Daddy Batman too.
Yeah, he's in the
Daddy Batman. He's somewhere. He's napping.
He might be actually.
Is that Nicholas Caruso instead of Nico Caruso?
Yes.
All right. I wanna throw it to Pete and Eric, my buddies that are coming straight out of Gotham.
Good.
Yeah, you can follow me on social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Zack Snyder's favorite Vero at Pete Illustrated. Make sure you follow our Twitter account, straight_O_G, as well as our Instagram account, straight_O_G. On Twitter, we have a contest going on. As soon as we get to 250 followers, we are going to give away an signed copy of All-Star Batman #1 by Scott Snyder. So make sure you enter by liking, retweeting, and following, and you are automatically entered into that contest.
I will.
Does it look like this?
Oh, it does. It's that exact cover.
I just want to say Pete said that so fast it felt like the adverse reactions at the end of like a.
It's an auction.
I thought he was going to say
Well, as you say it, when you keep saying it on the podcast, it just starts to get, you start to just get.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, what Pete said, basically. You guys can follow me. You see that my Twitter handle is @finally33, also on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Check us out on Facebook as well. If you have Facebook, just search for Straight Outta Gotham. We have a group page and a show page. The show page is free and open to anyone. The group page, you have to ask to be a member. So just
be better, not peanut butter.
Yeah, that's right. Be better, not peanut butter. All right. I want to give a shout out to Emmett, who he was trying to get on here and he couldn't. And I'm really sad because Emmett's got good thoughts and he's our good Canadian friend. And so shout out to Emmett. Shout out to Let's Go Gamers. You can check out him and Nico and whoever else is a guest on the show. Chris has a hidden episode.
He does have a hidden episode.
Lost in the digital seas, bro.
Release the Chris Evans cut.
Yeah.
Release the Chris Evans cut.
But shout out Evan, go check it out. He's reviewing tons of books on the site. If you go to www.letsgopodcast.com, he's got you covered under the covers, especially if it's a Jeff Lemire book. There you go. All right. That Chris Evans. What's up, buddy?
Hey, you guys could follow me at... Oh, it's over here.
Yeah. It's so hard. I know. Where is it? Which hand?
This one.
I think it's this one. You guys can follow me there on Twitter. I mostly do comic book reviews for Let's Go. This week I've got reviews for Death Metal, or DC Death Metal, and Tinian's new Batman issue. So.
Oh, wow. That's
wow.
We're not talking about that guy.
That'll be this week. So
wow.
Don't tag him in those.
All right. And finally, the Queen of the Sass.
Queen of the Sass.
You can follow me on Twitter at Cindy the Intern. I also write reviews occasionally. I mean, they don't happen as often as everyone else's, but I do write comic book reviews when I find one that catches my eye. And then I occasionally do Twitch streams with friends of mine. And so you can, if you want to, you can follow me on Twitch, and it's Sass Queen, it's Sass Queen Grandma, and there's like a huge joke behind it. But
okay.
So I used to be Sass Queen Makeup because I was going to do, when I originally started my Twitch, I was going to do like makeup tutorials and stuff like that. Sure. And then I streamed one time on Twitch and it was a terrible experience and I never did it again, but I kept my name. And then when I started doing, like, commenting on stuff, I had said something about kids being in my front yard, and my friend Conrad, who is in the chat, said more like Sass Queen Grandma. And I was, at that time, one of our friends, his computer had broken. And so I made a joke in chat. I was like, if somebody donates $100 towards our friend's computer, I'll change my name to Sass Queen Grandma. And I've been Sass Queen Grandma since. And actually, I don't mind it. It makes me laugh because I'm very much an old lady sometimes. So
Very much so. Very much so. All right. All right. You can follow me on Twitter at J_Rocka, on Instagram, just JRocka. Hey, there you go. You can follow the show at Let's Go Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Go to the website at www.letsgopodcast.com, where you can follow this show and the Let's Go Comic Show and all the other stuff that's coming out on that site. So check it out. Support us. Go to our merch tab, buy some shirts, buy some pillows, get some stickers, whatever you want to do. It'd be great to help support the show, because shows aren't free, but they are for you. How about that? Thank you guys so much. Next week, keep your eyes out. Follow our handles, because we're going to have a special little thing on Friday. We're going to be raising some money and for people so that they can eat during this time. It's been a rough year. And so we have a bunch of cool swag that we're going to be auctioning off. So if you guys would like to be a part of that, follow us on all of our social media handles, and we'll let you know how you can be a part of that and watch that and be part. And if you want to donate some stuff, hit us up again on these same handles. So that being said, my name is Justin.
I'm Peter.
I'm Nico.
I'm Zeddy.
I'm Chris.
Oh, I'm Cindy.
And I'm Eric.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I love you, Gail. Oh yeah.
They